So for my business idea, I'm actually making websites. I'm learning how to do that right now. Um, yeah. So today, that was just a little intro. Um, Today I woke up early this morning, probably around 7. And I went back to bed because this is probably my last full day. I'm going to be able to sleep in. So I am going to I am going to enjoy this day, sort of. Uh, I guess I haven't really because I kind of cut off half of the day by doing that. Why did I do that? Anyways, so I'm going to, I'll just start with the beginning of my day again. Woke up, got ready, and I read my some of my book. I'm 3 chapters away from finishing it, so that's good. Didn't play any video games today, so you know it was a productive day. And I went on a walk with my dad, and I'm on that was it Khan Academy, I think it's called, learning how to make websites. So yeah, got a good idea. I'm gonna hopefully finish it by the end of the year. So yeah, it's probably be a short video because yeah, I just didn't really do much today, and that's basically it. So to pass the time, I'm gonna play a little song. Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand. I still need love, cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave, would you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me? Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Why am I so emotional? No, it's not a good look, guess I'm self-control. Deep down I know this never works. What's that say? I don't know. But you can lay with me. You can lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Oh, won't you stay with me? Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. So, I know it's choppy, but hey, I've only played it once before. So yeah. That's, to me, in all honesty, is actually kind of a emotional song. I don't know, to me it kind of means it's this guy that tries to fill a gap in his heart with one night stands and just doesn't ever seem to realize that there's something greater that needs to be there to fill that void. It's I don't know. In case you couldn't notice, I was reading and playing off of this sheet I have right here on my phone. But I don't know. It's kind of I don't in my honest opinion, it kind of has a just a like a feel that shouldn't have to. I don't know where I'm going with that, but one night stands are just not the way to go. It's absolutely not. There's no reason to do that. Um, I don't know. In my experience, God is the only thing that can fill that void. And I mean, that's all you really need from that. You don't need one night stands. You don't need money or possessions or cheap thrills. Baby, I know you need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I love cheap thrills. It's not that. It's all you need is God. And that's it. That's just plain and simple. The real thing that can fill your void. Everybody has a void in their heart that doesn't have God. Everybody has it. And they just don't, pretty much, a lot of them just don't, see the, like, they don't see the, a lot of them just don't see the need for God. You can go your entire life living living morally as somebody who doesn't believe in God, and you won't have a foundation to build your home. And when you don't have a foundation, when stuff starts to shake, stuff starts to crumble. And it's really sad. I know there's a lot of families that don't really just a lot of parents that don't really give their kids the option, and they go on living these lives where they could be successful, but they are not always in the best situations, to put it lightly. And I'm going to be straightforward. Just start reading the Bible. It's got some crazy stuff in there, but it's all there for a reason. It's for you to read, for you to live by, for you to have a foundation, believe in God, and to not, ever feel the need to fill a void, because God will fill it for you. When I was on my so when I went to Bradley, my life, it kind of took a turn for the worst. I started drinking. I started doing a whole bunch of things I shouldn't be doing, including that. And I did a lot of unholy things, unrightful things also. And my life just crumbled from there. I started skipping classes. My dad found out, so I dropped. And I got a job working at DSW, which I hated. And I got a second job working at Dick's Sporting Goods, still involved with the things I was doing. I hated that job too. When I was at Bradley, I basically became an alcoholic. I was at Bradley the first time. I was dependent on it. And it's because I just felt like it was the one thing that could fill my joy, because I had no joy. And But so then I got, anyways, going back to the storyline, I got a job at Dick's Sporting Goods. It was all right, but you know, then I got a job at this place I'm working now, which is an awesome place to work. It's a shoe repair shop called, and I'll leave that part out. um, it was hard. I left DSW after a couple months. Dick's Sporting Goods after about 8, and I'm still at Shoe Repair for coming up on 2 years now, and I've learned that trade pretty well. So it's kind of cool. It's turning into something great, I think. But last year in January, I kind of came home from like a Bible study, which I was just going through the motions. Really, I didn't really care, and I thought, there's something greater out there. Like, the best thing I could do was to, and we had coffee. It was at like 9 o'clock at night. We had coffee. And so I came home just on a coffee high, and I just thought, I'm gonna apply to school. I'm gonna go back to school. All right. So what do I do to better myself until then? All right, I'll read this book. So I started reading this book called Every Man's Battle, and not Every Man's Battle. No, I started reading this book called The Dude's Guide to Manhood, and it really built me up. It's I don't know if it's not down here, but it really built me up to be the person I am today. And I kind of stopped reading it because it got to a part with to be talking about your kids, and so I'm thinking, oh, I don't have kids, I'll just stop reading. I need to pick it back up after I finish reading this book. But yeah, then I got involved with a good church that's literally right across the street from me. I got a good group, and now I was just thriving all summer because I got a good group. I got an amazing girlfriend I met at church. I'll probably mention that story later. It's a real fun story. But yeah, so I just turned my life around once I just realized what does God want from me rather than what do I want for myself. He wants me to go back to school. He wants me to better myself. And once you stop trying to better yourself, your life just takes a big turn for the worst. And yeah. Anyways, I guess the moral of the story is to don't try to fill that void with other things like drugs or drinking or girls or if you're a girl, boys or sports. Don't try to fill that void with things you think will make you happy, because they won't. They will not. In the long run, it never works out. All right. It'll just all it'll all take its toll at some point. And so, to anybody out there that's watching these and does not know God, if you're still watching, I'll leave you with the verse. It's John 3:16, and that's in the New Testament of the Bible, which is a book about that thick. You'll probably see one in your parents' house somewhere. It's worth the read, by the way. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever shall believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." Something that verse does not mention also mentions the joy that you will have from believing in God. And it's just like euphoria, basically. It's like you will never. You will go through hard times, but you won't ever feel unloved, because God loves you. It's unconditional. So I just encourage you to find a good church and start reading your Bible. It will pay off. Trust me. Anyways, stay awesome, everybody. I love you every day. Please don't go insane. Goodbye.